Hello, this is a different style of video because I've gotten some, I do not remember the English word for it, a thing to hold my phone and a light above it. It was available, and yeah, that felt a lot less sure than I feel about this, but yeah, maybe, oh well. Uh, Basically, in this video, I'll be sharing and showing my a tarot system using tarot cards that I've made for myself, a spread system. It's really helped me a lot, and at, at the start I will be doing like a minimalistic tarot reading with this that shows what uh, what things you can add to it. I think that's that for the introduction, and I'll start playing cards and explaining as I go. I got inspired by. Actually, do I? I can do this. I got inspired by a thing in psychology, which is unconscious, preconscious, and conscious layers of consciousness. The unconscious is the parts of ourselves we're not fully aware of. We might not even be aware of them. It's things like repressed memories or things that are patterns deep within us that we're not aware of. Above that is the preconscious, which is hmm, above that is the preconscious, which is the parts of the consciousness that are not always there, but they're readily available and are the things that cause the surface things, at least in regards to this. And above that is the surface, which is, the surface is what's on the surface of your consciousness, what you're aware of, and all that stuff. Why I'm mentioning this is because this new spread system was inspired by this. It was I started doing it just as a psychoanalysis spread, so I called it like something like the psychoanalysis spread. But later it turned into me doing readings on my channel, like literally on the channel, or on servers or stuff like that, or on specific things in my life that had nothing to do with unconscious. Well, a bit to do, but yeah, that's not here nor there. Well, here, there, but not here. It's basically me doing, well, actually, I can put this here so it's easier for you all to see. Actually, should I'm gonna pull it back again. Because there's more to this than just those three layers. Underneath the unconscious in this scenario is the origin of that. In this whole pattern here thing I've made, it's the root, the derivatives, and the surface. The root is the root of all these things. Like the thing that gets nourishment and gets collects things from the deeper levels. Maybe I did not think of that before, but that's a really apt description, I think. And then derivative is it's basically the things that are branching off from the root but are not yet at the surface. And then the surface is surface level. Above this is outer path. Above this is outer, which is basically it's circumstances generated by your outer levels of consciousness. In this scenario, if you cannot see that. Okay. Okay, I think I'll just make this a basics video because if not, it will go very, very long. Like these readings have been hours, but I've made sure that this reading is more the basics. So how you read this whole thing, is first start with the surface spreads or the conscious patterns. It's basically like I have not thought of a concept that we'll base this around. It was just put there. So yeah, it's just a reading for the person watching. Yes. Okay. Well, I don't know how many people will see this. Maybe in the future when my channel goes off or something, a lot of people will go here to see how it all started and see the spread system I've made when I was, starting off. But basically, in the surface level, we start with this part, with like reading. And then we go deeper and deeper, and then we investigate further if we want to do that. There's more to this than just a root. It's a bit complex, but it's a very fun system for me to use at least. And then when we're done with all the things at the bottom, we start with what's above. And what's above is, well, first it's out, well, do I say this? Yes, okay. First it's outer, then it's overarching, which is like themes of life. And above that is main, which is like main topics of life. Then it's core, which are traits you've gained from this. Then it's essence, which is traits you've inherent traits you have, or traits you've made that will last, like an inherent trait. That have been woken up by these things. And then above that is either source essence or just source. Well, essence source, I mean. Source is the thing that all things have, that, well, all living things, maybe also some dead things, but that's not relevant for this explanation. The source is basically just what everything has, at least to some degree. Well, the source, the essence source is where you are most connected to the source, to this main thing that everything has. And then below root is, it's either root origin pattern or origin. Root origin pattern is basically like the processes that are going on below it, but not at the core, or well, not at the thing that created it. Origin is basically it's basically the things that where all these things originate from. You can put as many or as little cards as you want, but there are some more systems to it. But I'll get to that later because I feel like I'm overwhelming people. Any more on this part? No. Okay. So I'll just show by demonstration. The first surface pattern. Oh, right. With my nails, from the last video, I showed that I'd gotten into some sort of feeder thing and gotten my nails done, but I don't know how to get it off right now. Probably next video I'll have it off, but yeah, I've been busy with other things, and that has ended up with me having these nails. So yeah. Okay, so first part. Okay, so in this regards, it's inner child. The sun in reverse means something within you that has to do with what's on the card, at least in this case. And I see the sun as also inner child because of the child here. When I think about it, okay, so I will probably not be getting like targeted by YouTube because of the images here, because just censorship stuff. It's probably not gonna affect me. So yeah. So inner child is this component. Every card is like a keyword that fits together in the structure of everything. So inner child, and then not leaving things behind. No, not leaving. Not that. It's the things within you're leaving behind. Yes. And then the last card is where you felt trapped before, where you are going away from now. Or well, I would say escaping, but that feels like the wrong word to use for some of you. It's more where you are liberating yourself from what you thought was a prison. Okay, and then now we get on to a fun part. It's that this card creates these two cards. This card creates these two cards. You could also have like cards that are here. And that card then would only create this card because there's no more here. But if there's more cards above, then the things that generate the circumstance is not complete, so you take more. But that's only after you've gotten to the root, because when you take more, you do it until you have another root. Because, well, everything has a root. So then we'll go on to this, and I get that some of you might be overwhelmed by information, but some of the others will probably be like learning from this. And that's nice. I want to spread the system. Okay, so okay, so speeding through things causes you to leave something behind internally, and what was that one again? Right, liberating yourself from a prison you've made in your mind. This is like then. Did I say anything wrong? No. Okay. Yeah. Basically, this is how the keywords come together. You sped something up, and that's caused you to leave behind this, or something is sped up. Either or. There are probably a collective watching this instead of a specific person. Well, collectives. Hi, everyone. And then this is okay. Nurturing of emotion within. Nurturing of the inner emotions, not just the ones on the surface. And that is causing you to leave behind things internally and focusing, well, doing something with your inner child, or just something to do with your inner child. And then below this is the root. The root is the cause of all this, but it's also it also has its own cause. Okay, so the root for all this is okay, finding inner peace. So you found inner peace. And because of that, you're nurturing your emotions within and speeding things up. And maybe the things you're speeding up is leaving behind the prison you've made in your own mind. And well, yeah, that is a very good combination of those two. Maybe I should do that more. Yeah, like combinations. I have only gone in the individual cards because I'm taking notes as I'm doing this, and thinking of all the combinations and writing them down is, well, I'll get to it eventually. Well, eventually feels like a never, but I'll get to it. Yeah. And the inner peace has also caused you to nurture emotions within you of, well, that you feel like you can leave something behind and something to do with your inner child. And then the origin of all this is that was nice. I don't know why this one is here. Alright, it was me trying to put something above the outer patterns. Okay, so the origin of all this is emotional fulfillment. Okay, so you've felt fulfilled in your emotions. This is a moment of very great, and this is a very happy moment for you. Well, maybe not just happiness, but complete satisfaction in regards to your emotions. Or, well, some of you are probably have just experienced your full range of emotions. And this has caused inner peace like you've not known before because, well, you felt everything. And even if everything is a lot, it's also you. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Then I'll move on to the outer patterns because I've done all the things below here. Usually you could also take like main or true origin, which is like the things that have caused all this, but I'm not feeling called to do that right now. So yeah, then we'll go on to the outer levels. You can read these however you like, read the direction however you feel called to. It's very intuitive, so yeah, that's part of what makes it so fluid, a fluid structure. Okay, so okay. Alright, so it's leaving behind and also alright, well, that one is has escaped me yet again. It's leaving behind a prison in the prisons you've built in your mind. This causes you to okay. Hmm. Oh yeah, you're probably in a cycle similar to me. Maybe I'm giving this reading to myself. That would be ironic. Or well, maybe both. So yeah, it's that you'll find the sources of your pain and then get rid of them. Your desire to leave behind the prisons in your mind, the mental landscapes that are keeping you stuck, has caused you to oh, I know what I can do when I'm finished with this part of reading. If I want to give up, yeah, I do. Basically, you've gotten to a point where you can, some of you at least, can discover what causes the pain, where the root of root of it all happens, and then you can pull out those quote unquote swords like. Uh, And then you can pull out those swords and I'm being called. I'll I'll finish this and then I'll respond. Basically, yeah. Is there anything more on this? No. Okay. And inner child and leaving things behind causes you to speed things up yet again, but this time through your maybe no, just speed things up. Okay, just speed things up, but majorly. Yes. So the previous one was more like an automatic speed, but this one is an active one. So yeah. Do I say the summary or do I go to? Okay, I will go to the overarching pattern. Okay, so yeah. Okay, the extra card is actually the overarching pattern, which is here. I can pull this further back, and so you can see the card. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So yeah, this is a pretty reading. Like it's symmetrical. So sometimes, at least from my senses, the symmetrical reading is pretty. Well, yeah. Basically, it's harmony. The overarching pattern of all this is you're achieving contentment, harmony, union within, and this is leading to so many changes and so many things to be celebrated. It started from feeling emotionally fulfilled or feeling the full spectrum of your emotions for the first time in maybe a long time, or maybe forever. No, not forever. That feels extreme. Yes, extreme. And then that led to you gaining a root from deep within you of inner peace, of I've found my peace and I want to protect it. This causes you to speed up, leaving behind mental prisons and sleepy. This causes you to leave behind mental prisons and start nurturing your inner child. Yeah. These together causes you to find out the source of a lot of pain in your life and speed things up even more, but now on an active level instead of just doing it because you're speeding things up unconsciously. And this in the end causes a harm, and this in the end is an overarching theme of harmony starting, union within starting, something to celebrate. Well, you've had things to celebrate before, but this time they feel real. And that's amazing, and I'm happy for you. I think this is the reading. Yeah, I don't feel called to pull any more cards. Yeah, it's quite nice. I think this. I was planning on doing something more, but well, plans and yeah, plans are made to be broken or to be pleasantly surprised and then tossed to the wind. At least for me, for now, in this place. And it's nice. So, hope you enjoyed. And yeah, I might post some things in my posts about this thing, about this. I'm calling it the deeper pattern spread, or just deeper pattern spread. Uh, well, you can also call it deeper pattern, but it doesn't feel, well, for me it doesn't feel right, so I've been calling it deeper pattern spread. Uh, I might post some more things about this. I say layout because that's my native tongue's way of saying it, just not the words because English. Yeah. English. Woohoo. Okay, so this has been my first post, or well, I've posted this before on my posts, but my first video on this, and I hope you enjoyed. And yeah, it's looking good, so happy for you.